I just keep spam daising him. Dude, I annihilated. No way, he's not dead yet. Unless this is scripted. As a scripted.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But you're a frickin' demon. Shouldn't you bring more to the table than pretty damn good Rangetsu style? You don't have what it takes to win against the rightful heir.
Don't count me out. Just yet. I've got something to show you! Take this!
Now that was clever! Giving up one of your own hands to go for my neck. If I was just a second slower, I'd be dead now. I like it. This is what I've been looking for. All right, let's call it good here. Listen up! If y'all want any hope of beating me, come find me once you're more skilled and better armed.
Maybe if he wasn't blind, he might be able to win.
No matter how many times I lose, no matter how many years it takes.
There we go. That's the face I'm looking for. So vicious. It's perfect.
I played the entire Xenosaga. You can check out my reviews on the Variety Night list.
With him?
Shouldn't you be
I also played
worrying
Star Ocean
more
3
about
and
your
4 on
own
stream.
skin?
Those are also on the list,
entire
so you can read the
Abbey
review.
knows by now that you're a traitor.
That guy, he was really strong.
Yeah, he was. They all are.
But we will beat him if we must. No matter what it takes.
The Von Eltius here.
Funny you should mention
Let's
Star
get
Ocean
going.
1, because it's coming up very soon in my lineup, by the way.
Please, take me with you. I'll make a sword that surpasses Stormhowl yet. I know I will. But for another blade to beat Stormhowl, its wielder must be a swordsman of unmatched skill.
Your face is of unmatched ugly.
Hey, Isaac. Got any room on this pile of wood scrap for a suit of armor?
If not, make someone wear it.
Works for me. You heard him, Kurogane.
Many thanks.
Okay, we're off to find Grimoire and decipher the book. You know where we're going, right, kiddo?
Yeah, we're headed for the Assault Archipelago in Southgand.
Ability to trigger random paralysis related skills. Cool. Oh, that's right. He played Edgar and WAF. You're right. Yeah. And honestly, he did fantastically. Ray Chase just has a fantastic voice that lends itself very well to voice acting.
So, you guys made it. Whatever happened to that sword breaker?
He's been dealt with.
What are you doing here?
After everything you said to me, I had a change of heart. I quit banditry. Thank you.
I'm glad you listened to reason. What do you plan on doing from here on out?
I'm heading to the capital. I plan
I'm
on
starting up
opening a
murdering
restaurant,
instead of
Bandit
banditry.
Cuisine.
Bandit cuisine?
Yeah, you get your hands on all sorts of food as a bandit. You gotta use what you have, and still make a tasty meal. Like a wild mushroom omelet minus the eggs. Or highwayman stew. It's like a hunter's stew, but, you know, made by bandits.
That sounds somewhat improper, actually. But I'd still love to visit after you open.
Really? All right. I'll be an upright citizen in no time. Maybe even the kind of man you'd consider spending some time with.
I'm rooting for you.
Hey, were you actually listening to him?
Of course I was. It's wonderful he's turned over a new leaf.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. It's like, maybe someone you'd want to spend time with.
Hey, you there. That's one impressive sword you got.
You know a lot about swords?
I'm a novice swordsmith. Been at it for 20 years. Now, I'm finally able to make a blade worthy of the name.
20 years, and still just a novice?
It's a competitive world out there for a swordsmith, especially here on this island.
But I heard many swordsmiths have given up.
It's,
There's less ore around
no, it's
nowadays,
not
and
Alley
swords
Hills.
don't work against the demons.
True, swords are useless against demons. Unless it's an exorcist that's using them. Kednick's weaponry has always been prized in Midgand. The Abbey recognized our talents, and now, business is booming. All the smiths here are grateful to the Abbey. They're keeping all of us alive and fed.
What work has Ali Hilda's done then? I'm curious. I'm curious. Oops.
Did you need something?
No, not really.
As you say.
Why aren't you training with 2 swords?
This is how I've always trained. 10,000 practice swings a day since I was a kid. I just wanted a single good swipe at
How
Shigure.
long would it take to
So
do
I swung
10,000
and
swings a
swung,
day?
And eventually just naturally got to this point.
That's incredible.
Not really. I need to be prepared to face Shigure at any moment. But I've been thinking I should up it to 100,000 swings.
100,000? Do you have any idea how much time that'll take?
Nah.
Even if you did 1 swing a second, you couldn't do that many in 1 day.
Oh? But 10 swings a second would do the trick.
Rokuro,
Even still, I know it would take more than 100,000 swings to be a match for Shigure. Not with 1 sword or with 2.
and you keep doing it despite knowing it's pointless?
No, I've not played Radiator Stories.
That
Doesn't look
seems a
like something
little
I might be
odd.
interested in though.
I'm trying to defeat an undefeatable adversary. The whole damned idea is daft, as you put it. All I can do is recognize the fact and give it my best shot.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
If only I could figure out how to stay up all night and still feel rested. Now there's a challenge I can't beat.
Well,
You need to
games
go to
don't do
bed.
me any good. I need characters,
a lack
man.
of sleep will get you killed faster than a lack of practice.
You're right. I'll do that.
Trying to place her voice, you know, and if you just say, yeah, she was in this game, it doesn't really help me. Is that a clown Moogle? That's really just disturbing. Wow, these seagulls have iron will, dude. I can just like walk right on top of them. They're like, yeah, what's up? Sure. Bum bum. What? Oh, damn it.
Velvet's demon hand. It's such a mysterious weapon. I can only imagine how much of a threat it will become to the
Yeah,
Abbey.
they didn't try to
This
steal my
calls
food.
for
That's
a
not real
clear-headed
seagulls.
breakdown of everything I know about it so far. It changes shape in a flash and can devour most anything. How must that feel, to devour something with your hand like that?
Dum
But
dum dum
it
dum
doesn't
dum.
devour the
Like Cookie
bandages
Monster.
that cover it up. Maybe they're protected with some sort of special art? Likewise, the rest of her outfit can't be ignored. One would
I love
think
it when
she wouldn't
characters
want to
think
wear
out
such
loud.
ragged clothing.
Hate it,
Yet
actually.
she clearly has no inclination of buying something new. I suppose that could be taken to mean she has some sort of attachment to it. But that top is really big for her. Like it was made for a man. Maybe she wears that outfit in memory of someone important to her. I'd better not touch it then. I know I may not look it, but I really am good at sewing. Maybe I should suggest mending her clothes rather than outright replacing them. On the other hand, that fabric looks like it would be hard to push a needle through. I could be in over my head. But the tougher the fight, the more I get fired up. Of course, Lord Artorias would probably scold me if he heard me talking like that.
Who'd scold you for what now?
Oh, well, I was thinking about sewing. I mean, your clothes, they're all beat up, and I thought that if I offered to mend them for you, you'd probably scold me. Wouldn't you?
You'd mend my clothes? Have they been worrying you that much?
I mean, not like constantly or anything. It just crosses my mind from time to time.
Are you good at it?
Yes.
Haven't played
They
Zillia 2.
come across as awkward sometimes, but if nothing else, I'm good with my hands.
Oh, lightning. See,
I
there's
see.
there's a voice I can place.
All right. If I ever need it done, I'll come to you.
Good. Just leave it to me.
Are you feeling all right? You're really sweating. The heat and the cold doesn't bother me at all. But you're a human, so you need to take care of yourself. And if you keep soaking in your own sweat, you'll catch a cold. Besides, I don't imagine it feels that great. You should keep washing and bathing on your own schedule, like however you did before falling in with us. Just let me know and I'll make it work. Because the guys aren't considerate enough to stop and ask you if you need to.
Sure. All right. Thanks. That was a surprisingly normal thing for her to say. I probably shouldn't bother with her clothes for now. We girls have to be considerate of each other.
I hate this. I hate that kind of storytelling where you just talk out loud with your thoughts. Like they couldn't be bothered to actually try and introduce a normal scenario in which they would discuss that. And not to mention, it's the same kind of overwriting which I've been complaining about this whole time. Just like unnecessary bloat that's just not relevant. It's just forced attempt at character growth, and it just I hate it when people think out loud to tell a story. It's so
I thought you were
bad.
supposed to be in Midgand. How did you end up here in Islegand? I thought I'd gotten used to you performing the impossible, but this time, I'm at a loss for words. We heard from the Bloodwings that the Abbey might have taken you guys out.
Not this time, but our luck won't last forever. Think of this as a dry run for when I really kick the bucket.
Aye, aye, First Mate.
Aye, aye.
Are you sure it's
Ear,
okay to
ear,
bring an
First
exorcist
Mate.
aboard?
Nose,
I've got my
nose.
eye on her. If she does anything funny, I'll handle it.
Got it. We'll be on our guard too.
Tales games, it's just anime games are, period. It's just anime games are. Super anime and anime games. Anime in general, you know. Continents are connected by sea route. When you wish to travel to a different continent, talk to Benwick at the port and ride the Van Elsha. Traveling in this manner doesn't cause gold, making it an excellent travel option. Oh my god, I can't believe this game doesn't have a world map that you can go on! Worst Final Fantasy ever! But nobody complained about this.
I gotta say, You guys look less like pirates and more like a circus troupe.
Are you alright with having demons on board, Benwick?
Not remotely an issue. If you're aboard this ship of misfits, you're a pirate. That's just our creed. At least, that's what the captain and the first mate always say.
Speaking of the captain, what's Eifried like?
Let's see. How do I put it? He's like if the sea were a person, and that person had a pointy beard.
Huh. A bearded sea?
Look, everybody on this ship is an outcast from society in some way. Despite that, Captain Eifried accepted us for who we are, and took us all on board.
Water and water and water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water,
Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water. Nice, Jill Bay. Thank you for the $8 donation. Water. If you had a vote for Friday night, let me know. Otherwise, just a quick reminder that you can't vote automatically using the full ID hashtag in the document. Thank you very much, Jill Bay, for the $8.
Sounds like he's a little scary and hard to read.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to serve him, but that air of mystery keeps us around and makes us want to take those jumps. At the end of the day, the dread pirate Van Eifried is one hell of a guy.
He sounds like Velvet in a lot of ways.
Wait, what? How so? I didn't describe him right at all, did I?
Benwick, we're changing course at once for Port Renede.
I love how he's constantly blushing.
What's going on?
3 of our men have collapsed from the Corsair Scourge. They first showed symptoms 3 days ago. How are you holding up?
I'm still doing all right. But if this really started 3 days ago, that means we're all carrying it, doesn't it?
That's what I'm afraid of. But if we head straight to Port Renede, we should be able to get medicine there.
I'll check on everyone's condition.
Make sure everyone stays hydrated,
But
including
if this
yourself.
is a known and
understand?
curable condition, how come they don't have some on board already?
All hands, assume emergency positions.
That seems like it'd be like
The
a
crew's
normal
holding
thing to
up well
carry.
for a bunch of folks at death's door.
What do you mean? Is this Corsair Scourge fatal?
Quite. No one knows what causes it, but it starts with a high fever and ends up with the body falling apart like sand. Like sand? Once, there was a great band of pirates who ruled the seas, but the disease spread through their ships and killed every one of them. That's why it's called the Corsair Scourge. Does that mean we've been infected as well?
You humans, for sure.
Only humans fall prey to the Corsair Scourge. Then it could have gotten to you too. Right, Moggy Lou? Oh, right. Alas, that my glorious saga should meet such an ignominious end!
I can't allow our vessel to die from this. If you start to feel ill, speak up.
Sounds very scurvy.
All right. I'll be helping out in the search. Everyone but Eleanor, that is.
Huh? Oh, why does she get to stay? I might be dying too, you know.
You're a witch.
Yeah, but nobody
Magic
cares.
yourself healthy.
Magic yourself
healthy.
Oh, not even a witch is safe from the ravages of the Reaper's curse. The Reaper's curse?
Yeah, there's definitely some repercussions there.
Okay, where's the herbalist? If I remember right, the Corsair's Scourge needs a particularly special medicine.
Yeah, it's a wildflower called Salatoma. Its juice can cure the Corsair's Scourge.
Doesn't sound too tricky.
Let's not relax until we have it in hand.
Right. Now let's get going.
Hold on a minute. Won't you just be spreading the disease if everyone wanders into town? Surprisingly, no. For whatever reason, you can only catch it over the ocean waves. It's speculated it
Convenient.
might have something to do with the salt in the air, or maybe the microbes in the seawater.
Nobody knows the cause for sure, but there are no recorded cases of people catching it on land.
I see. A strange affliction indeed.
We'll be back
Strange
soon.
RPG convenience
You all remain on
indeed.
the ship.
All right. Good luck out there, sir.
We've got to hurry.
Solitoma. Is this really going to be necessary?
What do you mean, Eleanor?
Oh, nothing. It's just, well, the herb is known to work well for fevers and the like, but it tastes bad. So bad. Some say it would even bring a demon to the brink of tears.
Maybe so. But better to drink it than to die, right?
Oh, I'm not worried. It just reminded me of stories from my childhood is all.
You know what? There's still ocean water here. So if it's like, oh yeah, it only spreads on ocean waves, then, well, there's ocean. So it's not like we're very far from it. Just seems like such a really poor implementation of a forced, like,
a bit ago, a manacled body got
change in
caught my
destination,
nets.
you know?
Manacled? A prisoner?
You too? Yesterday, my nets pulled up an arm. Manacles, even a brand on that one. I really can't take this anymore. I'm losing my appetite, and it's bad for my heart.
You said it. Judging by the tides, they would have to have come from that prison island.
That
prison island is
totally a prison island.
You think it's strange, too? I've suspected something about that place for a while now. They say the whole island is a prison. But if you ask me, I bet it's
that
just
prison
an
island is a
execution
prison
ground.
island of island of prisons and stuff.
Experimenting
Crazy.
on demons.
Experimenting? What do you mean?
Testing the demons' capabilities. That's why they need prisoners. Food for the monsters.
Not a bad theory.
Just kidding. There's no way the Abbey would do something that horrible, right?
You sure think of some crazy ideas. I bet all of this is the work of some vicious pirate gang.
Yeah, something like that.
That guy. He's pretty sharp.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen any patrol ships around there recently. Used to be they'd chase you off if you got too close.
You know, you're right. If there are pirates about, it'll mean trouble unless the Abbey tightens up their patrols.
The best we can do
A pirate's
is keep
life
a
for
wide
me.
berth of it for now. We wouldn't want pirates and demons sneaking up on us.
I think we'd notice if pirates or demons were around. No way they'd catch us unawares.
I can't tell if he's sharp or dull as a brick.
Well, bricks are pretty sharp, actually, the corners. Entrada. Why is it so quiet in here? Why is there no music or anything? Not even like the rain that we heard outside? Not even... Dude, let me... Listen. In Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo, released in 1993, when you walked into a building when it was raining for all of like the 5 freaking minutes of the pregame, it had a quieting rain effect as if you were inside and you could still hear the rain outside, okay? That was 27 years ago, okay? It's raining outside. How about a little bit of a dull rain sound, huh? No? Too much to ask? No? Not possible? Technologically unfeasible? That's what I thought.
This bridge has a bit of history to it. Port Renede was originally built here on this inlet. The water's deep enough for ships, but as you can see, it's a bit too narrow for a port. Large ships couldn't come close without a top-rate crew.
Too narrow for a port?
So Port Renede was
How
used
about a
almost
lager?
exclusively by smaller ships.
How about an ale?
We're the best of the best. We came and went as we pleased.
So your point is you wanted to brag.
Hey, let me finish. The people wanted their town to grow, so they built an outer harbor for large ships and this bridge to connect to it.
Uh-huh. So that's why the port and the town are separate.
But there's more. We secretly helped provide the funds and resources for them to build it.
So you are bragging.
And did this bridge bring prosperity to Port Renede?
No.
The Abbey like cutscene where nothing is actually going on. I'm just standing here and it's dialogue. It's just like
building the outer port. If only the seas had remained free, Port Renede would have developed into a center for commerce and trade.
I suppose things don't always go as planned.
Then again, even if Port Renede became a bustling port, we still would have no trouble slipping in or out.
Blah 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 blah. Just like I do not like this. You stop and just like there's nothing going on and all you're doing is listening to dialogue. It's like if I just do the banter while I'm walking around or something at the very least, you know? They could do that, but no, it's like stop and just no animations, no cutscene. They could be walking down the dock or something as they talk. Like they could have a cool little cutscene play. Camera pans, we're walking down, you know, I'm trying to walk. It's really hard. There is no, oh yeah. You're just like walking down the port. Everybody's walking down the port, you know, and just like, oh yeah, we're talking cutscene pans, and then by the time it finishes, you know, we're at the gate. No problem, easy peasy cutscene. But instead, they stop you and just like, I got ADHD, man. It's frustrating. I'm just sitting here like, what can I do to keep myself busy while I'm sitting here with nothing to visually stimulate me? I don't know. Is there anything? Oh no, that's my phone. See what's going on in Discord. Anything else than just sitting there? Ah! On a side note, this is a dock, right? For big ships with big ass bigness to them, all right? That means a lot of product is being shipped out of this place and going down this bridge to town. Why is it? Just so many things wrong here. Okay, a lot of product, probably big ass caravans and stuff, are coming down here to ship the goods from here to the town. First off, why is it curved? Why is it curved? It's literally a straight shot to the town right here. Straight shot. Why did they need to curve it? They didn't need to curve it. What if like you're pushing this heavy thing along and it's like one false step and boom, off into the water it goes. Second, it's narrow AF. Like super narrow for the idea of like shipping from a big port into the city. This should be twice as wide and friggin' straight. Third, there are no guards at all. There's no guards. There's no guards. Maybe the base floor doesn't allow for it.
Sardines!
But I was thinking to give it 100 bids. Yes, it adds character and guards are scary because like look at that. Look here. Let's get an example of a scary guard. Oh my god, it's terrified. Oh, look at this guard. He's so scary. No, wrong kind of guard. It gets, I mean, okay, fine. I'll buy that it doesn't need to be straight, but it needs to be twice as thick at the very least and have protection around it. Just logical construction, okay? Logical construction. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Isn't that too much to ask? And a little bit of visual stimulation when having a cutscene. You know, have me walking around. They interact. They have little hand motions toward each other as they're talking. You know, something. Just A game story should be like a very, very long movie, you know? Give some unique animations and movement to your characters, some panning camera,